Hi, my name is Kevin Retcher, and I am the president of First Meridian Mortgage. We are a veteran-owned business. We've been serving Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1996, or so over 20 years. Today, what I want to discuss was VA loans and the differences between a mortgage broker and the big three federal credit unions that typically a lot of servicemen like to use since they're on every military base. So let's get into pricing with the big three. Navy Federal Credit Union is currently posting 3.625 30-year fixed interest rate with 1.375 discount points. Anytime you see a lender discussing discount points, you need to make sure that you scroll a little bit further down and see if there's any origination cost. Discount buys down the interest rate. The origination goes as profit to the individual institution. Here it says rates quoted above require a 1% loan origination fee. The origination fee may be waived for an additional higher interest rate, an extra 0.25% higher interest rate. So that would either place this 3.625 at 2.375 points or 3.875 with 1 3/8 points. 2.375 points on a $200,000 deal is going to cost you an additional $4,750 in additional closing cost. And personally, I don't think that's your best choice to do. Let's look at USAA. USAA is currently posting 4.25 on a 30-year fixed VA loan. They are charging 1.5 points for that interest rate. So on a $200,000 deal, that would be an additional cost of $3,000. If you chose 4.375, they would only charge 1 point, which would be an additional $2,000. Again, not a big fan of paying points. Also, the interest rate is significantly higher than where you should be. Let's look at the last of the big three, which would be Pentagon Federal Credit Union. They are posting 4.25 30-year fixed VA loan with 3/4 points. 3/4 points on a $200,000 deal is going to cost you $1,500. At 4 3/8, they are at 0 points. So if you compare just USAA to Penn Fed, USAA was charging 1 point at 4 3/8, and Penn Fed was charging 0. So let's look at where you would be at with First Meridian Mortgage, mortgage broker, $200,000 deal, 740 credit score. With one of our lenders, 3.75% interest rate would pay you $234. So when you compare USAA and Pentagon Federal Credit Union at 4.25, the First Meridian rate is 0.5% lower in interest rate and not charging you any points, actually giving you a credit versus them charging. If you want to compare against Navy Fed again was 3.625, 2 3/8 points. If you wanted to get that interest rate with First Meridian Mortgage, 3.625 would basically cost you $2,050. So First Meridian would be still $2,700 cheaper than Navy Federal. So just to recap that on one specific page, First Meridian Mortgage, 3 3/4, credit of $234. USAA and Penn Fed both at 4.25, charging you points, one $1,500 and one at $3,000. And then Navy Federal showing a lower interest rate, but essentially charging $4,750. Just to go back over one other item on the Navy Federal, if you remember, the 1 3/8 points at 3.875 was charging you $2,750. With First Meridian, the 3.875 would be a credit of $1,670. So well over a $4,000 swing there. So one of the things that I wanted to discuss, simply because I am a veteran, that the big three are great institutions for a lot of different products. Mortgages, I would tend to go to a good mortgage broker. This has been Kevin Retcher of First Meridian Mortgage. Please, if you are a real estate agent and you have a client going to Navy Federal, Pentagon, or USAA, please show them this video and let's try to save our veterans some money. If you'd like to contact us, our phone number is 703-799-5626.